Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I'm your host, as always, Cody the Hangman Heinzman, and Smackdown just ended. 5 days away. We're on the road, baby, to WrestleMania. And I am here to give my WrestleMania pay-per-view prediction. So, as always, let's get started. It's a long one because it's WrestleMania. So, usual format as well. Going from non-title matches into title matches. So, we're going to start off with Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. What a way to start off. I think AJ Styles will pick up the win. Do I think Shane McMahon will put up a good fight? Yes, but I don't think Shane McMahon can get the 3 count on AJ Styles. Next up, John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maryse. John Cena and Nikki Bella, no doubt. Do I think there'll be some underhand tactics from Miz and Maryse? Yeah, a little bit. But I think John Cena and Nikki Bella, they're on fire. They are ready. So, there's that. Last non-title matches. Back up before I say that. Next up, Seth Rollins versus Triple H. Non-sanctioned match. Rollins cannot do anything about what happens to him. He got that knee injury, came back looking a little bit better, retweaked the injury, and now he's in a non-sanctioned match. Knee injury and all, facing off against Triple H at WrestleMania. There's no way that Seth Rollins is walking out the victor of that match. I kind of hope something might happen. I kind of doubt it, though. I'm not going to go into what I'm hoping might happen. But, who knows? So, now we are on officially the last of the non-title matches. Technically. Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Undertaker. I definitely see Undertaker winning this. I said it last year that it's no longer exciting to see Undertaker because it's no longer undefeated. The streak is ended. But looking at it at the different perspective of it's no longer about the streak. It's more how many WrestleMania victories can this guy have now. I believe he's been in more WrestleManias than probably most other superstars. If not, has won more matches at WrestleMania than other superstars. So he's now technically continuing that legacy of how many matches can I win. I don't have the streak anymore, but I don't want the record to change. He's 32-1 currently, I think. I honestly don't remember anymore. Maybe he'll be 32-1 after. I think he's 32-1 currently. So, Undertaker. Roman Reigns will give a heck of a match. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think he can stand against The Undertaker. So next up is the first thing of titles of the night. The 4th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We know about 20 of the superstars going in. I'm not going to go into detail of all the 20 superstars that are going in. Mainly because I don't think any of the 20 superstars are actually going to win it. I think someone that's not known is going to win it. I have 2 thoughts. It's either going to be an up-and-coming NXT superstar like they did last year, or it'll be someone that's returning. I'm not going to say who I think, though. Because I'm halfway thinking that he's not going to make his return until Monday Night Raw. you might be able to grasp who I'm thinking of just by that. And also, if I were to give it to anyone that's actually on the list, Mojo Rawley put up a good performance on SmackDown. So, maybe him. He might actually win it. Who knows? So, there's that. On to, I guess if you want to be technical about it, on to actual titles now. Starting off, we have Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship. And I honestly think Austin Aries is going to leave with the Cruiserweight Championship. I said it on other predictions as well. The Cruiserweight Championship is one of those titles that just seems to switch hands over and over. This person holds it. Okay, you've held it for about a month or so. Next person. Hold it for about a month or so. Give it to the next person. So that is my reasoning for thinking that Austin Aries is going to win it. Neville's held it for a little while. Give it to Austin Aries. So next up, we have the Club versus Enzo and Cass versus Sheamus and Cesaro in a ladder match. It was just made official Monday night that this match is going to be a ladder match. And because it's a ladder match, I give it to Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass. I was going to give it to him before that as well, but it's more solid thanks to this being a ladder match. I think they are the best team going into it. This match favors them a little bit more because of Enzo Amore. He's kind of the smallest of the competitors. Next would be thinking maybe Carl Anderson. And of course, Sheamus, he has won a Money in the Bank, so he has won a form of ladder match. So there's that. But ultimately, in the end, I think Enzo Amore and Big Cass are going to walk out Raw Tag Team Champions. Next up, we're talking about the women's match. Raw women's match, to be more specific. I'm sorry for messing with my mouth. I've got a few sores in it, so there's that. Anywho, women's title match. Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Fatal 4-Way, Elimination style match that I think I'm giving it to Sasha. I think Sasha Banks is going to walk out women's champion. If I were to see how I think this might go, I think they will do their best to get rid of Nia Jax first. It'd be smart to do so. Then Bayley will go out next, leaving it to Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. We would have the renewed rivalry again. So in the end, I think Sasha Banks is going to pick up the Raw Women's Championship. Next up, we have the United States Championship match. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. And I think Kevin Owens will walk out United States Champion. Not a lot of thought was put into that. But, I don't know. I feel like Jericho's going to be gone again at the WrestleMania for a little while or something. But, yeah, I think Jericho has it on his resume now that he's held every title in Raw, in WWE history. He's held them all. So, Kevin Owens can win the United States Championship. Which leads us into the last of the Raw titles, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, Universal Championship, and I'm giving it to Goldberg. I don't see why, after the many matches that, I say the many matches, but like the 3 matches that Goldberg and Brock Lesnar have had, and one of them was the Royal Rumble, so you can't really consider that a match, but Goldberg has the advantage over Brock Lesnar. I think Lesnar has wisened up to the fact that he needs to be ready for the match. But I don't think he's walking out Universal Champion. I really hope, though, that the match isn't going to be like 2 minutes long. That will be a little disappointing, to be honest. Next up, we are now talking about SmackDown Championships, which means we're going to start with the Women's Championship, because Tag Team Championship is not being defended. The Tag Team Champions for SmackDown they're actually Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, so no Tag Team Championship match for SmackDown. So, Women's Championship, we have Alexa Bliss defending against Natalya, Carmella, Becky Lynch, Mickey James, and Naomi. Naomi returning tonight from her injury and is now in this 6 Divas match for the Women's Championship, and I think Naomi will leave with the title. It only makes sense in my mind. Of course, WWE doesn't always do things that make sense, but I don't see why not. I don't see why they wouldn't give it back to Naomi. She gave it away because of injury. She did never officially lose it. Then again, you've seen it many times that people have never really lost their titles, and they've never got it back. So we'll see. I'm giving it to Naomi though, because originally, because of the wording of the match, I was going to give it to someone who wasn't in there. Again, tonight was Naomi came back. She was the original champion, gave it away. Alexa Bliss got the title back. Now she's back. Naomi came back tonight. She was not in the picture till tonight. So that is even more towards what I'm thinking. I was thinking that we were going to have some mysterious diva appear at WrestleMania to win. Mysterious diva found out to be Naomi tonight. So I'm giving it to Naomi. Next up, we had Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship. And I think Corbin's going to take it. Honestly, I don't see why Corbin would not take the title. Of course, Dean Ambrose is going to put up much of a fight. It's going to be a good match, I'll tell you that much. But in the end, Baron Corbin is going to walk out with the Intercontinental Championship, most likely. Again, these are just predictions. These are not... I don't have an inside source into WWE and be like, this is how WrestleMania is going to go. Anywho, let's talk about the last match of the night, shall we? Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. That's a tough one, to be honest. Orton has held the title many, many a times. He's up there with the people that have held the title the most. Bray Wyatt, Era of Wyatt, so this is what's officially now called. He is more or less on his own now. Not behind Eric Rowan, not behind Luke Harper, not behind Braun Strowman, not behind Randy Orton. Randy Orton was always planning on betraying, but whatever. He's officially on his own. And I believe Bray Wyatt will walk out still WWE champion. It's a bit of a stretch. It's gonna be a match. It's gonna be interesting to see. But in the end, I think Bray Wyatt will stay WWE champion. So that is my WWE WrestleMania predictions. 13 matches. That is 13 matches. 2 of the matches that they have announced for the kickoff. They announced that the SmackDown Women's Championship is going to be one of the matches, and they've also announced that Neville versus Austin Aries is going to be part of the kickoff show as well. The kickoff show starts at 5. I'll be still working then. When WrestleMania actually starts, I get off. So we'll see. So that's my predictions. WrestleMania, we're on the road. 5 more days. It's almost here, and I cannot wait to give you the rundown review of WrestleMania whenever WrestleMania is over this Sunday. And as always, I'm Cody the Hangman Huntsman, and that's just how it is.